Why, good morning.
Good morning.
We are joined with Mr. James, and we are going to attempt our Marine Corps Marathon virtual today, so wish us luck. And we're starting out a little later, but that's because we want Mama to come get us, and it's a weekday, so we have to wait till she gets off work. So we're just going to get started.
Yep.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet.
We just reached mile 1. The fun's just begun. We're starting out slow because I want to save my energy today. So I'm hoping the breeze picks up because it's going to be near 80 today. Maybe we shouldn't have done this, but I want it nice and sunny and warm out instead of cold for my joints. So can't win. But we're just gonna take a quick break and then pursue running. And Mr. James has his historic calf shirt on.
Yeah.
Represent the Marines. Yeah. We just reached mile 2.
Woohoo.
Yes. There's a little farmer's market going on today. Mr. James,
Yes.
did we just hit 3 miles?
3 miles, can you believe it?
Nope. So,
Good morning. It just
That's
sort of
helping.
evaporates as we do it. And
Yeah.
We're at mile 20 on the trail.
yeah. But I wish we were at our mile 20.
Oh.
Ay,
Goodbye.
ay, ay.
Never.
We just reached mile 4, and we're to the spot that we were doing our 5K the other night. So once we can get by all this, I'm hoping it'll help mentally. Isn't that right, Mr. James?
It sure is, Kim.
All
I'm
right.
looking forward to when we hit the high point and we'll start going downhill
Yes. And hopefully get a view of your mountains.
again. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Just made it to mile 5. And we pulled over and we're taking a jelly bean break with our propeller. So my knee's starting to act up a little, but I'm just trying to keep positive and take it mile by mile and probably do more walking today than I did with Mama. But you know, we're not doing this for time. We're doing this to do it and enjoy the experience. It's about the journey, not trying to PR on your own without course support. Not for me. I need to take a second and show Dad printed out my little bibs. So I put mine on my skirt. And Mr. James is putting his knee strap on, but he put his on his shorts.
That's
We're
stylish.
official. Beautiful empty trail. Mr. James decided to go on the gravel to help his feet a little. What was that?
My feet feel better for being on a softer surface.
Yep. We just hit mile 6. So we're getting there. Just made it to mile 7. Mr. James.
Hey, Dan.
This is the farthest Mr. James has been on this trail.
Yes, it is.
So it'll be new for him from this spot. There's a pretty golf course right over that way. We just reached mile 8. Mr. James, just stay with me.
Alrighty.
He wants to go off my side trail, but it could shorten the distance, so.
Well, it's just not shortening it, it's just softening my feet.
Well, we don't know. So, we're hoping to make it to a restroom stop up ahead for Mr. James. And then hopefully the barbecue place is open to get water and fill it up with electrolytes. Alright, beautiful day, beautiful wind, and the beautiful smell of like magnolia mixed with honeysuckle. It's one of the bushes back there. Heavenly. Just made it to mile 9. And we took advantage of a restroom stop back there. And then hopefully up ahead will be a barbecue place. Hopefully they'll be open today so we can get water. I'm hoping, because I'm thirsty and I'm almost out. We just stopped at Carolina Brothers and we got some bottled waters. I have my liquid IV, so I'm thinking I'm gonna split half of this in my bottle and half in Mr. James. We're just taking a pit stop. And it smells so good in there with the barbecue, oh my goodness, and the cheer on. But not, that's slacker's food right there, but I can't handle trying to do that and then run way mile 10, almost 11, so not today, but maybe another day. It smells so good. Well, would you look at that? There's a horse right up ahead. Just like Vegas. My horse in Disney. Hi, sweetie. You know you're in the country when you have barbecue and a loose horse. Aww. Hi, sweetie. What a gorgeous creature. Selfie with the horse. I want to go back to Disney and ride a horse again. But I think they do horseback riding along here because they keep saying watch out for horses and things. So I just don't know where. But especially when you get in the mountains, that's where we've done them. And Mr. James, we got to be careful of our shoes because that big fellow is back there. He's not trained.
We'll keep our eyes open.
So, all right. So nice to have this big boy with us now. Mr. James,
Yes, Dad.
what did someone just recognize?
Our Marine Corps Marathon bibs.
Our tiny little
Bib
bibs. Yep. So that was sweet.
That is.
They cheered for us. And also the horse cheered for us
Yeah.
as well. Alright, mentally we're coming up to 11.89, so this is almost where me and Mama turned around on the big Sur virtual at mile 12. But since today is a weekday, Thursday, this is not hectic like that was with all the bikes and overgrown bush and trees, so you feel claustrophobic. So we're gonna see if we can go a little further. Alright, it's mental now. Just gotta get past this point and then turn around.
That rock is what makes Belmont Ridge.
If you can start seeing there, it's the quarry right through there. And we just hit 13. We're slowing down a little bit, but I just keep forcing myself with the legs to keep running a little and then mainly walk, but run a little. And we're almost done with our water.
What's that?
So, how you doing, Mr. James?
Oh, I'm
Of
doing
course,
good.
you have all the energy in the world.
No, well, my legs are feeling it, but it's my mind, you know? But you just don't think about it. You just take
You
off
do it.
segments of distance and it adds up. And the scenery is spectacular.
Yeah. And I told Mr. James, that's probably Mama calling him.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop back at Carolina Brothers Barbecue and get some Gatorade and maybe have a water because I'm just thirsty today. So hopefully that'll carry me back in towards home to 7-Eleven to get my drink and then finish line to Starbucks. We're crossing a gorgeous creek right now. I don't know if you can see that. So tempted just to jump in and go for a swim because it's burning up right now. The heat and the sun. Feels like it's close to 80. I did run a little to get ahead of Mr. James. He's back there because he's talking to Mama. I talked to Mama for a little bit. She says hi. Told her we passed a horse. Alright. Where's this mile marker so we can turn around? It's just a little hard today with the extreme pain in the legs from Lyme disease and also fatigue and just not enough energy. So we're hanging on, but I'm so done with the Lyme disease. Oh. Taking another stop, and got Gatorade this time and water, and Mr. James is inside, and then we hit mile 16, so just 10 more miles to go.
You have to be your biggest fan, and when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that, because you don't know who you're going to
It's around 17.7 right now, and we're hanging in there. This is helping a lot, but it's just been really rough with the Lyme disease today for me. Of course, anytime I want to talk, the wind picks up. I'm on wind. So it's been hard with the Lyme disease today, especially in my legs. They feel like I'm just sledging through quicksand. They're so heavy and numb feeling, but we're getting there. We're just motivation, mile by mile, step by step. That's all you can do. So, how's Mr. James doing?
Oh, I'm just thinking that that's the way I do it too, Kim. You don't think too much about it, you just do it.
Yeah.
Think about other things. And
No,
what a lovely day to be out.
it is. We're blessed. Of course, I'd love to wake up one day, not have any Lyme symptoms, and just be able to put all my training into good use and see what time I can get for a PR. So it's painful at times because I'd love to push myself and see what time I could come in, but that's not today with a lot of walking. So
And maybe a side benefit of having to do it slower is it gives you a longer time outside.
it does.
Savoring.
It's a blessing to be outdoors instead of cooped up in the house. So I'll take it.
Amen.
And it's still the same distance no matter how fast or slow you are, it's the same distance. So I got my coast to coast on today. Mr. James got his Marine Corps, and we had several bikers say, "Go marathoners, go Marine Corps." So that is exciting.
When I printed it out at 25% of full size to save ink, it really still shows up.
Yes. So that was sweet of them. It would have been fun to wait and do this the weekend of Marine Corps, which is October 24th, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
The 25th. It would have been the 25th, Sunday. But part of me, I wanted the stress of it just to get it done with. And you don't know weather could change on you, and so
And the risk of running it on a weekend, you might have a lot more.
it would have been
crowding on
mobbed
the-
out
on the
here
trail.
because we went to the running store last night for Mr. James to get a new knee strap. And the guy, very sweet guy, he's like, a bunch of people are doing the trail you're doing for that course. It's been fun to see people today. That's what I miss. I'm really trying to not compare it to the real race in my head. And I'm just putting that and hoping we deferred. Hopefully next year we'll be available to do it, and if not, we'll defer again to the year after that.
We're learning, everybody's
So-
learning a lot of new things.
Almost to 18. There's some horseback riding.
Because you don't know who you're gonna meet.
It was sweet. The bike back there was playing Randy Travis. Forever and ever, amen. Alright. Gonna listen to music in our mind and pick it up.
Oh my goodness.
I spy a snake, mama. Yikes. Y'all, we just hit mile 20. Yay. So excited to finally hit that mile marker. 110K to go. And we're taking a quick walking break because we just had jelly beans and try running, guzzling water with jelly beans, not good for the stomach. But we will be. We ran up the hill, so that counts for something. Mr. James, would you like to add any words of wisdom by Mr. James?
I'm not sure
Get
they're words
behind
of
me.
wisdom, but they're observations. Today's been great because this road is like a miniature highway.
Yeah?
Even with shoulders that are mowed periodically.
Yeah?
So you just sort of put yourself into the mindset, you forget reality and just take the reality of this little highway and pretend you're on a road trip. And there's nothing more enticing than looking in either direction, seeing nobody, or if it's curvy, wondering what's around the next bend. That dashed yellow line just keeps you going.
Yeah.
It's a great way to rack up miles without really feeling as much of the pain as you would otherwise.
Yep, on a normal sidewalk.
And
This
Mr.
just helps
James
you.
has spoken.
Mr. James has spoken like the Mandalorian. Ooh, October 30th. Are you excited for that, Mr. James? That's
Yes.
Mama.
Yeah.
Right, just reached mile 22 and we're hanging on by a thread. A little over 23.42 and my legs are buckling in, so I'm not doing so good. We did stop to get my drink at 7-Eleven and hopefully that kicks in with the leg pain. I'm thinking I'm needing treatment if I'm gonna do this again with Mama for dopey. I need my Lyme treatment. I need a miracle. Alright, just passed downtown and it's 23.94, so we're almost to 24. Worse pain. Worse pain. Okay, we just reached mile 25 and we have one more. It's sweet, my friend Jackie's been texting me, encouraging us to keep going, so thank you, Jackie. It's helping. I see a familiar face up ahead, so that's gonna help. All right. I don't believe my eyes. Come on, it's Mama. Mama, you're not in running clothes, but you're in Disney clothes.
I thought of jumping in running clothes and getting on the trail and running out to start climbing.
Thank you for joining us. And thank you to all my Ohana that's sending messages right now. I'm determined to keep going, so I'll answer you once I get done. We are done, 26.27 hours, the longest it's been. Oh dear Lord. You are enough and stay strong. This is so tough today. We just finished 26.2, Mr. James.
Yes.
That was the most painful event yet, so
Yeah.
I thought it would be easier the second time doing this virtually. It wasn't.
No,
It's a mental game.
it's a challenge.
But
we
for
made
those
it.
of you that don't have Lyme disease, hopefully it is a lot easier for y'all. I think it's just a bad day for me, but
You did great, Kim.
I
But
just
we're
want to
done.
tear my legs off.
We're done.
It's so painful.
And we had a wonderful rescuer come to greet us. And
This is worse pain with the legs. All right, let me know if you're doing any virtuals. I'll try to cheer for you. That's gonna do it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to tell your friends
and family.
to click subscribe. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.